Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us on the Disney Morning Show. Happy Wednesday. Thank you, Luke Manning, for making sure we had one of these on Tuesday. Appreciate that. My name is Jimmy Mosley, co-founder here at Laughing Place and director of IT for TFC Tuition. And
I noticed that too.
there's Kyle Burbank. He is our that's my work uniform. He is our executive editorial director, and we're going to talk Disney. Let's get started. Yesterday, this time, the stock was at 112.36, which is not good. Now we're at 113.52, moving on up again.
Moving on up.
A little worried that we were in a downward spiral. I've had enough of this Utopia too. When does this movie come out?
In November.
Oh,
I think.
No, come on. All right, let's go. What's next?
Well, for the third October in a row, Disney streaming service pricing is going up. So some of the highlights include the Disney Plus with ads will be going from $9.99 to $11.99. The premium, which is the no ads, will go from $15.99 to $18.99, which is notable because you might remember that Disney Plus launched with no ads at $6.99 a month. So now the same plan is $18.99 a month. I do want to point out, apparently I've chosen the best plan because it is the one that has survived now 2 price increases, I believe. The Duo Premium, which is Disney Plus and Hulu, both with no ads, is staying at $19.99, which is only $1 more than having just Disney Plus with no ads. I think the message is pretty clear what they want you to do here. But yeah, these will go into effect October 21st, and you can see our chart of what's going up, and some of them are not. This also includes the bundles with like ESPN or ESPN Select, which was what ESPN Plus was, and the HBO Max ones where they have Disney Plus, all the stuff, and Max. Those are also raising a bit.
They definitely want you to bundle 18. When I look at $24.99 for Disney Plus Premium, Hulu, ESPN, or Disney Plus, Hulu, HBO Max for $20, that seems relatively reasonable. Disney Plus by itself, $19. Wow, that's a ton of dough. So, but that's not what they want you to do if you really insist. But really, don't be dumb. Spend $2 more and get all this other stuff. Is what they're trying to tell you. And who knows how long they will even offer the choice. All right, over at Sir Mickey's yesterday, our own Jeremiah Good got a hot tip that something was behind walls, and it was the portrait studio. There is the place where you can go.
I don't know if I'd call those walls, but yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't, but I did. You can go and get your picture taken in a pose setting and a nice background, pay a little extra money for that. I don't even know if most guests know these things exist. They have one over at Grand Floridian, and I believe they have 2 others throughout. One at Disney Springs, I think.
When I was looking for it, they were all presented as, did you know that this existed? This secret thing.
So, so this one is currently under refurb. Or I shouldn't say, this one is currently behind tarp or curtains or whatever you want to call them.
Pipe and drape.
We still do not know for certain if it's coming back or if this is just leaving, right?
We have not officially heard. You noticed they changed the wording on the Sir Mickey's description to remove mention of this. And my feeling, this is speculation, we have nothing official. I feel like I've seen them say, hey, this will be under refurbishment on these dates. So I feel like if it was like a temporary thing, they would call that out. So it was a little weird that they just deleted it from the page. But
that is a fair guess, but certainly not a confirmation.
Correct. But something we did get confirmation about is Jared Bush, the chief creative officer of Walt Disney Animation Studios, gave a little update. He was apparently on a flight home from Europe and shared that he was working on dialogue for the Family Madrigal for the upcoming Encanto attraction coming to Disney's Animal Kingdom along the way. So yeah, just that's on set on. It's on track to open in 2027 was what I was trying to say. And he also said, you will not believe what the Imagineers are cooking up, which is a great clickbait headline. But we didn't.
What could they possibly cook up that we would not believe?
We probably believe it all.
Yeah, I mean, maybe
how about you get to 60% of what Tokyo Disney can do, and then Maybe.
Oh my goodness, Kyle. Shots fired. Shots fired on a Wednesday morning. All right, let's go back to the Magic Kingdom, where back in May, the Cool Ship refreshment stand was removed. You may recall that. And now a new structure has taken shape that ties more into the retro modern aesthetic that has been appearing in Tomorrowland in recent years.
Retro modern.
Places like Tron. It's funny and it is a perfect description. Retro modern. So we got some pictures of that. You can
They're also
those
gonna have
all-
a jumbo shrimp
people mover.
theme over at Animal Kingdom.
and fresh sour cream. So anyway, that's what's at the Magic Kingdom. But much more exciting is what Kyle's about to talk about.
I am.
No, it's what I'm about to talk about. Not so much more exciting. Movie nights. So as Tony so astutely pointed out, there's this place at downtown Disney which just seems perfect to have a movie theater. So Disney said, hey, let's show some movies there. So they are doing that. They will be hosting 6 Halloween-themed movie nights at downtown Disney's live stage and lawn every Wednesday from tonight, September 24th, through October 29th. They have not given us a movie list except for tonight, which will be Hocus Pocus. And yes, that exact spot used to be the AMC movie theater when downtown Disney first opened. So this is kind of a throwback. And now on to Kyle's much more interesting stuff.
Yeah, so recently we got word about Topps partnering with Disney for some just Disney trading cards, but now they're throwing the Major League Baseball into the mix for a new set of baseball trading cards. So there's a method to the madness here. There are 3 characters featured for this inaugural set: Mickey, Donald, and Goofy. So Mickey Mouse is featured on cards for the American League and National League West. Goofy is AL and NL East, and Donald is AL and NL Central. So that will determine, and they will cycle each year, so that we get different divisions with different characters. But yeah, so looks to be a couple of poses for each one. I made sure when Luke was selecting which of these, you're not going to feature every baseball team. Like, we got to include the Anaheim Angels, or the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim,
Yes.
in there.
And I'm so glad Mickey is the Angels, the head of the company for the company that used to own the team. All right.
But those are available now where you get your trading cards.
Good addition. If you have a few extra dollars to spend for something like this probably won't make much difference to you, but every little bit helps. So you can now get a $2,000 travel airfare credit when booking a Nat Geo Arctic expedition with Lindblad Expedition. As long as your airfare is ticketed by them, you'll get either $1,000 or $2,000 credit, depending on the level of luxury you are affording yourself on this trip. There are 8, 10, 11, 12, and 15-day expeditions. And yeah, if I had a few extra bucks, this is definitely the kind of thing I would love to do. Absolutely.
Yeah, Doobie loves the cold, famously.
And I've had my share of bad reviews. I still remember my first good one, though. Everything else in this production of Our Town was simply terrible. Joey Tribbiani was abysmal.
Let's get started with The Sound of Music, which has a 4K Blu-ray release. I have not confirmed that the 4K transfer is stunning, but I'm pretty sure that's a required statement in every 4K review.
Well, we'll see. This one took some work. It's not just a modern movie made in 4K and then released in 4K.
Good point. All right, so 4K Blu-ray review. The Hills Have Never Looked Better in The Sound of Music 60th anniversary release. This is by our own Alex Reif. Subhead: Julie Andrews' beloved musical shines in Disney's meticulous restoration, complete with Dolby Atmos audio and a wealth of legacy bonus features. And he concludes, 60 years after its original release, The Sound of Music continues to enchant with this, and this new 4K restoration ensures it will do so for generations to come, with breathtaking video quality and elegant Dolby Atmos mix and a treasure trove of archival bonus features. This anniversary edition stands as the definitive way to experience Rodgers and Hammerstein's timeless classic at home. While Blu-ray owners without 4K capability may find little reason to upgrade, for anyone with a proper setup, this release is essential, offering a stunning presentation of one of cinema's greatest musicals, lovingly preserved and beautifully packaged.
There you go. Do you have a favorite Sound of Music song?
Oh, so my Sound of Music love is colored by the fact that my son went through a Sound of Music phase and used to walk around singing the songs. So the one I used to just hear him sing was I Am 16 Going on 17. So I like that one a lot. And The Goat Herder.
Okay,
I just hear him singing it though.
I never understand. Like, yeah, 16 going on, so that's how that works. But I like "So Long Farewell."
That's a great song. And Do Re Mi, especially with what the Simpsons did with it, is a great song.
Anyway, we got another review. Yesterday we talked about a social reaction to Marvel Zombies, but now we have Mac's full review. His headline is "Marvel Zombies is a horrifically good time with an amazing cast of characters." The subhead is "The new anime series embraces the craziness of its premise in the most fun ways possible." And his conclusion: overall, Marvel Zombies is just a good time for anyone looking for something fun to watch this Halloween season. It offers some wildly fun characters and exciting action while diving into the horror genre to provide more scares as well. Don't go into this one looking for any sort of progression to the story of the MCU. This is a standalone series that gives more of the fun, that serves as more of a fun spin-off than a continuation. If you come in with those expectations, you're sure to have a good time. And all 4 episodes of Marvel Zombies are now available to stream on Disney Plus, and you can read Mac's review and recaps over on Laughing Place.
Do you plan to view this?
I do at some point, probably soon. We have to catch up on some TV because my mother-in-law was in town, so we had to put off our normal stuff. But as we get back into it, there's a weekend coming up, just a couple days away.
Does MIL not like to watch TV?
I don't think she'd want to watch Marvel Zombies. No, I know it just came out. But we watched Nona's on Netflix. That was cute.
Nona's? I don't know about that.
It's got Vince Vaughn and people who I recognize but don't know their names, as well as Susan Sarandon.
Are you watching Black Rabbit on Netflix by any chance, starring that really good-looking guy and my BFF Jason Bateman?
I am not, but we are. As I said, I am not watching Alien. I'm in the room while Alien happens.
Okay, can you explain that further?
5.
I heard that yesterday. Is that because you're busy, or you want to know what's going on without having this?
I make myself busy because I want to know what's going on without actually seeing the visuals, and so I sit there with my laptop conveniently placed so that I cannot see the television. Yeah.
Okay.
My cursor moved while I was talking, and
the rest.
All right, and the rest is short today.
Very short.
So long. Speaking of so long, farewell. That's not it, but that is. The river is dry in the Magic Kingdom. As you know, this river is going away to make way for intellectual property-based attractions and land, and so they've been draining it, and it's actually dry now. Thankfully, they did erect a dam, so Tiana's Bayou Adventure is able to continue to run. But yeah, just interesting to see it gone bye-bye and will not be coming back. That is, it really hits me in the feels seeing it like that.
Going around LP, we have the latest from our friend Gavin Doyle over at Mickey Visit. He wrote about a few tips to make the most of your Disneyland hotel stay. That doesn't mean the Disneyland hotel, even though the featured image is Disneyland Hotel, but a hotel stay at Disneyland, including some things that you should definitely consider before you book your stay and figure out where you should stay. So be sure to check that out. And then, sadly,
does he happen to mention how he doesn't? And I know, but if you are booking a Disneyland hotel stay, I feel like we should mention that you can book it at mousefantravel.com/laughingplace. They'll take great care of you. Yeah, okay, and it can also help you make decisions on such things. Okay. I'm sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah. And then Descendants and Zombies Worlds Collide Tour has come to a close. Several sold out shows, impressive numbers as they detailed. So we thought we would take a look back at all that this tour was, including the set list, the merchandise, some of our videos, and just a retrospective of the tour. So be sure to check that out. And then yesterday was a 3-show Tuesday.
I can't tell you how sad it is around here that show has come to a close.
Yes, it's showing on the top 24. Yesterday was 3-Show Tuesday. We have Barely Necessities, which I was a guest on. So, and Rigby was for a second too. She tried to monopolize our ice cream treat. And then also Disney Trivia Live was last night. So if you missed that, you can go back and watch. Will these quizzes be turned into playables?
Yeah, I'd have to make some adjustments. There's a couple of type-ins that I have to turn into multiple choice, but I would expect when I get around to it that these will become playable on Laughing Place.
Very cool. Still not that one. This pocket pick has absolutely nothing to do with Disney. I just saw it, and it's a sports broadcast, and I thought it was funny. I watched it like 50 times. So this was apparently just a funny broadcast moment.
My response time for my computer right now. To a halt.
Yeah, you seem a little slightly laggy, but we'll get there.
Is it coming up?
It is coming up, and it wants the world to know.
Wow.
Yeah, so not the best timing for that graphic overlay.
Or the absolute best timing for that graphic overlay.
Guess it depends on how you look at it. ESPN would never.
All right, it is time for This Day in Disney History. We're going to find out Kyle's Disney knowledge. We've got I'm actually very happy with today's lineup. Sometimes we're reaching, but no, we've got some good ones today. On this day in 1936, a very famous creator was born who people think of as in the Disney fold. I'm not sure he actually ever was, but the big hint is he created the Muppets.
Yeah, Jim Henson. I would have guessed that before you said the Muppets because I saw something about it.
All right, we got a problem over here. We'll deal with that later. On this day in 1948, an actor was born. Tiki Room under new management. The Simpsons.
Hank Azaria?
No. You're in the right ballpark, but no.
Is he a regular on The Simpsons, or?
He most definitely was a regular on The Simpsons until his death.
Oh.
His very untimely, tragic, criminal death.
Okay. Phil Hartman?
Phil Hartman is correct, yes. On this day in 1993, I believe, I know you well enough to say this is one of your all-time favorite shows, but I could be wrong. A comedy drama series that chronicles the events and everyday life lessons of blank, a kid from suburban Philadelphia who grows up from a young boy to a married man. The series will run for 7 seasons.
Boy Meets World.
Boy Meets World. Am I correct that it's one of your all-time favorite shows?
It is. I've been rewatching it and listening to Pod Meets World. So they're about to enter the last season, so I'll be watching that.
On this day in 2001, a parade debuted, which was actually a slightly tweaked version of another parade that debuted about 2 years earlier at Epcot.
Okay, at Epcot. So is it something involving Millennium? Something Nations.
Tapestry of Nations was the original version.
Okay, so then Tapestry of Nations Millennium Celebration. I don't know.
It was renamed to Tapestry of Dreams.
Okay.
So, on this day in 2013, I think there's like a group of ABC sitcoms from this era, like you guys did Modern Family the other day. So this is another in that group that debuted on this day in 2013.
So not that one. It was a sitcom though.
It was most definitely a sitcom.
Okay.
I don't believe it's not on anymore. Had a great run, very popular. The dad in it had some issues that may have not helped its run last even longer.
Oh, the Goldbergs.
The Goldbergs is correct. And then the very next year, another in that group of sitcoms debuted. This one starring a guy who would go on to do a game show with his mama.
A game show with his mama. So this is Blackish.
This is Blackish, exactly. And then
Yeah.
finally on this day in 2020, you're not guessing this one, that Chadwick Boseman mural in downtown Disney debuted.
And wasn't there a whole long time? It seemed like a permanent thing. And then they're like, nope, we're going to make this another marketing spot.
But I'm glad they did that. And that's all for this day in Disney history. All right. Yesterday's question on the Sorcerer Streak was, happy birthday, Anthony Mackie. Will his film Captain America Brave New World be in the Disney Plus top 10 at 10 a.m. yesterday? I did. You guys finished at like 9:57. I waited right till 10 a.m. I went and checked. It was most definitely not in the top 5 or anywhere in the top 10. So that's a no. Question outstanding right now. Will the new Tron Ares preview be in the Disney Plus top 10 today at 10 a.m.? I'm sorry. Yes, today at 10 a.m. So we will come back and settle that in just a few minutes. And then the question for today, to be answered tomorrow, another happy birthday, Mark Hamill. So I will get that one right tomorrow. Will Star Tours at Disneyland, in honor of Mark Hamill, Luke Skywalker himself, will Star Tours at Disneyland have a wait time of 45 minutes or more at any time by 5 p.m. Pacific? Let's see if it does yet. Scroll down to Star Tours. There we are. It's got 5 minutes right now. I'm guessing at 10 a.m. it probably is nowhere near that. No. How about yesterday? Yesterday it got up to 70 minutes. So that may inform your. I may be changing my vote after seeing that. And that is Sorcerer Streak.
And that's the show.
That's all we got? Oh, no, we got football. No. We got a football recap.
Oh, we're going to do the
football
recap
yesterday without me?
No, with Luke? Come on. Oh, sure. We'll do a football recap then.
No, that's okay. Hold it. We'll do the recap and the picks tomorrow. Don't worry about it.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right, so let's go ahead and I'm going to check the Disney Plus. No, I'm not. My computer's going so crappy right now that we're just going to end it.
Oh, so you don't get to be in the room for the new bumper. We'll have to wait until Friday.
All right. Let's check Disney Plus top 10. I saw yesterday there was a bumper. I did not see the punchline on it, so I'm glad I didn't. That was great. And let's take a look at the Disney Plus top 10. We're looking to see if Tron Ares preview is in here, as well as Ice Age. We have Elio, Thunderbolts, Hocus Pocus 2. Yesterday, I believe, was Hocus Pocus, or 2 days ago. So Tron Legacy. I feel like that's people looking for the new Tron, but maybe people just want to get caught up. There's Ice Age. Can't have a top 10 without it. High Potential. It's off to a good start this year. Avengers Endgame, Dolphins Up Close, Avengers Infinity War, and Hamilton. So far, no Tron, not so far, it's 9:54. No Tron Ares in the Disney Plus top 10 this morning. But Tron Legacy is. I should have said any Tron property. Oh, well, too late. Too late, Luther. All right, now we're done.
Yeah, and that's it. No other streams scheduled for today. In the coming days, if you enjoyed our discussion of Rocky Horror Picture Show jewelry on Barely yesterday, then you'll love the coverage we have coming up, because Jeremiah is going to about basically a week's worth of Rocky Horror events celebrating the 50th anniversary of that Disney movie. That's right, it's a Disney movie now. So stay tuned for that. And we'll be back tomorrow morning. As Doobie said, we'll be doing our football picks, as well as looking back at the week that was and how he probably beat me again, but I haven't looked. But Doobie, a vampire update. As I told you last time, I got to steal somebody's player. This week, I got to take King Henry for beating them just ever so slightly. So Mac is already calling it off. He's like, this is game 3. You're going to win this league. I'm not going that far. There's still a lot of game to play, but I am pretty proud that I've been able to win 2 and steal some pretty good players.
You're an impressive player, Kyle.
Thank you. All right. So thank you for watching. Be sure to subscribe and ring the bell, and we'll see you next time.
Real soon.